Welcome back to Just Having Fun. Today we got a little bit of fun going on. What kind of fun is that, John? Well, it's the Bluetti, and this is the Bluetti Power Station. So you know I did a review and a video before of the Bluetti Power Station. Well, I got a new one. So we're going to open this up, we're going to do an unboxing, check it out. So this is the PS54 portable power station. So I chose this one because it's a little bigger, a little better than the last one. And the watt hours, I believe, are 700, which was pretty astonishing. So we'll take a closer look and see what that looks like. All right, comes with the cigarette lighter for the car, charge it in the car. Comes with your regular AC plug, and then it comes with your plug for the solar panel, which I still have my solar panel from last time, so now I have two plugs for the solar panel. So that's pretty cool. That's just your extension for your normal plug for the AC. Cord to hold all of the wires together. All right, first glance, looks the same. Looks maybe a little bigger, and it's a different color. That is pretty close to the same size as the last one. I don't know if you remember the last one, or if you haven't watched that video, I'll put the link in the description. But it was orange. So different look than this one, but pretty cool to see that they're still very similar. So with that said, on top, wireless charging for your phone. So you can set your phone up there, 15 watts, that's good. I think the last one was a little less than that. On this side, we have the light. So that's good. I use this for camping, so that works out perfectly to have that light that's ready to go. All right, and the front, so very cool. So this says input, and this is where you plug in the charger for the cigarette lighter and the solar panels. I don't know why I keep drawing a blank on the solar panel, but you keep, and also the solar panel. So the DC input. You can use a cigarette charger to go ahead and plug something in that has the cigarette charger outlet, and use the DC output from that perspective. Has USB-C and 4 USB-A's, so that's pretty awesome. These are both 5 volts. USB-C says 100 volts, so quite a bit there. And then AC output, 120 volts, 700 watts total. So that was the selling point for me. The old one that I had was only 350, so this is double, and it feels like it. So when I lift this, it's not double as heavy, but it is a little bit heavier than the previous model. So that's okay. I think the size is very similar, almost the same. So if I was going to charge my phone and I was going to use a USB-A, I've hit the power, so you see DC output is now powered on, and we'll be pulling from the power source to the item through that. Now AC, same thing, you turn AC on, you see the green lights on. Now these plugs here will work. You can do both at the same time, you can do one or the other. Just make sure that you're not leaving them both on all the time and draining your battery. So this did get shipped with 80% charged, so that's interesting, but I like it. But that's pretty much it. On the side you can see right there, that's a fan. So when this thing gets warmed up, if you're plugging some, usually what I see is when I'm using it, if I'm plugging in an AC, or anything to the AC side, within a couple minutes we'll hear that fan start blowing, and it'll start circulating air through the machine. If you look on the other side, there's another fan, but it's in the opposite direction, so it's going to suck air straight through the entire machine to cool it down, in one side, out the other. So that's pretty neat, pretty cool to see. If you watched the last video, which I'm going to recommend you do go back, and again, that link will be in the description, you can see I plugged in, I don't know, a half a dozen or more items. I left them all running for hours on end, and I couldn't drain that battery for nothing. I've used my previous one probably a dozen or so times camping, and had no issues at all. So I plugged in lights to light up the entire camp. Everybody brought their chargers over to charge their phones, their tablets. I had my tablet running. I had my laptop plugged in, using that too as well. Watching some pay-per-view UFC fights, right, at camp, which is pretty cool, but no problem at all. I've never had an issue with the battery life. We've ran it and charged it and used it all day, all night. The next day at camp, I plug in the solar panel and I let it sit for the day. It'll gain me 15–20% in battery. You know, you're in the woods camping, so not as much sunlight, but it does work, does get me up to where I need to be, and then I'm good for the next day, and so on and so forth. So I really recommend these. I had such a good experience with the first one, my first Bluetti, that I went back to the same company. So I know there's Jackery, Anchor has a line now. Everybody has a line of these battery chargers. But I feel very comfortable with this one because I had no issues at all. I actually gifted it to my parents. They're using it now. They have no issues at all and they love it. So very cool. Couple of things I wanted to mention. 700 watts, 537 watt hours. So that's how many watt hours we're gonna get. 537 watt hours. And I can plug something up to 700 watts into this thing. So that's pretty awesome. When it's on, you can see how many watts are drawing out, the output wattage. So if you're plugging your phone and it's only charging through a 5 watt cable, or right here, the 5 volts, it barely pulls any energy out of this thing. So you could charge probably 1,000 phones or more on this one charge on this. So pretty cool. After some research, I went to the Bluetti website. So they have a lot of deals on the Bluetti website, and those deals are pretty awesome. So they always have different deals for different times of the year. Whatever it may be, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Earth Day was a big one. So there's a lot, they're always running some deals and some sales, which is good. They also have a Facebook page, they have a Amazon page, and they have an eBay page. So I wanted to share that they do have the eBay page too as well. All three, they do sell refurbished items too as well. This is not refurbished, I got the brand new one. But this particular model is discontinued. The reason why I went with that, it was for any other unit that was a 700 watts with over 500 watt hours, was well over $500. I found this on the eBay page on the discontinued side, and it only cost me $300. So I was real excited to find that, save a couple $100. I'm sure there'll be no issues with it. It's brand new, and this may be the issue right here, why this cover isn't closing all the way. So they just decided to get it on the eBay site to make them go away. So anyway, that's my review of Bluetti. I love their products. This is my second power station. First one's still going strong, no problems at all. Holds a charge like you wouldn't believe. I'm real excited to have this second one. And can't wait to get out there in the woods and going camping this year. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much for watching.